You are not exhaustive you don't stand up, and uphold your family you shout, and stand there as an afterthought and pitch fits in you are a ruined rascal when something doesn't turn out well for you. Apparently 2023 will be the extended period of disclosure. Moreover, Kimora Lee and her little girls are blasting Russell Simmons relentless. This man is dreadful to me, thank you. And I'm so worn out on it. Hey everybody, and welcome back to our channel. Celeb Zone surrendered how they represented Russell Simmons when different ladies uncovered him for a wide range of frightfulness. I never suspected I'd see the day when Kimura and Oki would deservedly drag him by his head. Yet it seems like the ideal opportunity for setting things right has come, children. And it's all a result of how they treated me over Father's Day weekend. And they utilized receipts to show his untrustworthy way of behaving. Don't go after my children. Have nothing to say regarding what goes on this house. Since, supposing that you need to, then we can all do that, like I said. I like receipts. I have receipts. I've been gathering them. I've been heating up a cake. So assuming that you need it, just let me in on Hit Me Up and tell me that you need it. I got all the more kindly. Let us be well. Hunty, we as a whole partake in a decent assortment of receipts for the individuals who don't actually have the foggiest idea how the discussion began. Everything began when mainly Kimora's little girl praised Mother on holding it down for them in a post on Father's Day. Kimura then reposted the article. Obviously, somebody flew off the handle. And by somebody, I mean Russell, who guarantees that the explanation he is absent in his little girl's life is that their mom disallows it, and that she has programmed the young ladies into despising him. Truly, he distributed a captivating proclamation under the heading, "Quit Telling Dads." Best accepted that Kimora was not going to allow that to go unnoticed. And she went on Instagram, lived to spill about how Russell has been a douche who has been intellectually mishandling them, and begged him to quit going after her and their youngsters. They ought to have battled more earnestly to see their youngsters, and begin asking moms for what valid reason he needed to battle by any means. Above all else, Kimura mentioned the observable fact that she was too youthful when she became related with Russell. Been evident basically for my entire life. I was an extremely youthful, presumably too youthful a lady. So I had these children early, similarly as numerous others have during the time. Anything the case, Kimura has been the one really focusing on the kids the most. She additionally asserts that she has been supporting Russell monetarily for the beyond 10 years or so. She additionally professed to have archives as verification that she has earned through a huge number of dollars, helping Russell with bill installments, business help, and surprisingly, dismissed offers. Russell was absent in the existences of Ming and Aoki when she was completing these exercises. As a matter of fact, she gave the way that Russell missed both of his girls' graduations as a delineation. And you realize he could have been deferred. Yet consider this, after his girls accepted their confirmations, Russell didn't send them a present or an expression of congrats. The assertion made by Kimura that Russell had ended up in a very difficult situation and was sending himself roses that appeared to be from her yet were truly not from her. Truly got to me. You do insane, like send pick roses to yourself and take a gram until and let him know all of this. I have receipts from your office saying that you sent roses to yourself without my consent. I have all of this. You all have never seen it. Since it simply doesn't warrant. You realize Russell has been presenting things online give the feeling that he is near his kids. Yet as a general rule, he regularly pesters and even maltreatments them, in spite of the way that Russell has been going about. Like all is great, Kimura truly said that they hindered Russell quite a while in the past due to what they see to be badgering Aoki. Additionally presented on her Instagram on recount her side of the story and to call her father out for every one of the brutal things he has been doing to them. It wasn't just Kimura who was doing all the spilling either. As per Oki, Russell has been bugging and condemning individuals for a really long time. He likewise directed especially terrible sentiments toward her since she wouldn't uphold him. And to demonstrate that her dad has been oppressive against her for you got it years Aoki even shared a progression of message talks with him on her accounts depicting years yes long periods of savagery. One upsetting message even had screen captures of Russell blaming Kimora for taking cash from him and obnoxiously manhandling her while utilizing disparaging language cash that he had likely washed throughout the long term prior to going off the deep end. She further declared that he habitually called her simply to holler at her and express his outrage regarding his lawful issues. She even shared a muffled recording of a FaceTime visit during which her dad was discernibly enraged and shouting Wild Russell, probably been saying a few pretty foul and potentially unsafe things for her to have quieted the tape. Aoki further revealed that her dad continually took steps to demolish her vocation in style by preventing her from landing explicit positions. And she featured extra examples in which she had compromised her grandma and sister. Aoki further asserted that Russell was ceaselessly fuming and shouting at her in regards to an unclear legitimate matter that she said didn't have anything to do with her. She said, "You are putting such a lot of outrage and fury on me," each call reviling and shouting, and God knows what else concerning Russell's supposed conduct. Unfortunately, that can't be aimed at me. It is unreasonable. She likewise stressed that her dad's conduct much of the time showed an absence of acknowledgement of his own kids, recommending that he might be going through a psychological wellness emergency, or perhaps displaying signs of dementia. I let you know what as per Aoki, I have screen accounts, I have voice reminders of things that it doesn't seem like a person, he's like screaming and shouting. And I mean he seems as though had so I will say, I'm not even certain assuming it resembles, shockingly yet the best clarification I have is something mental going on in light of the fact that I used to be exceptionally near my father Russell, truly joined Aoki's live execution, and offered a statement of regret, yet the web isn't getting it consciously given how emphatically Kimora and their young ladies safeguarded Russell when he had many years' worth of charges looming over him. I mean for a ton of people. This was bound to happen. Remember that a New York Times article from 2017 guaranteed that Russell had disregarded numerous ladies. Drew Dixon, whose account was likewise recorded, was one individuals who nitty-gritty their encounters with her subsequently. In the mid-1990s, Russell designated, attracted to the place of head of Anne, at Def Jam accounts. Also she stated in the narrative that Russell had annoyed her while she worked at Def Jam, and that in 1995 he made the most of her at his home, prompting her fast takeoff from the business in an open letter distributed in The Hollywood Columnist in November 2017. Screenwriter Jenny Lumet likewise declared that Russell had assaulted her. She claimed that after Russell proposed to drive her home, he constrained his driver to take them to his loft. Rather, she would not consent to anything and expressed in the letter that she trusted that on the off chance that she basically kept calm, she would before long get back. And do you have any idea about what Russell said? When he was defied with this multitude of charges, he said, "I don't have a line of viciousness in me. I could never hurt anyone else, sir. Explain to me, for what reason did you..."